Hey everyone, it's Bruce Lee John fan 13, and there's one thing I wanted to review today, one that I left out of my Bruce Lee DVD collection overview. I left it out on purpose because I thought I'll review that later. It's another one of my favourites. So I mean, that's Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, with starred Jason Scott Lee. There's no relation, but uncanny sort of resemblance as well. And I'm glad. I think he's from like Hawaii or something like that. But he does look very like him in this. Slightly bit more bigger built, you know. But when he's sort of going through the film and stuff, you know, you can tell that he's done his homework, watched Bruce Lee's actions, even down to facial expressions, the noises that he made. You know, the way that he fought and demonstrated his Jeet Kune Do. I'm glad that they really did pick him for this. I've watched it a fair few times. I've even got it, you know, recorded on the Sky HD box, because I do like sort of just watching it when I can't be asked to get the DVD out, you know. But I'm glad they picked him for this one. It's a very good life story, you know. Starts from young to when he died, you know, the whole thing, how he met Linda, and you know, the sort of like battles he had to sort of face with, you know, what's it called, like, you know, people being racist and stuff against him, especially like Linda's mother. You know, when they met, didn't sort of like him very much. Thought that it'd be like quite wrong, you know, if they got married and had babies or whatever, you know, be like half Chinese, half American, you know. She wasn't sort of, you know, it was just a different time then. Once it, you know, it was like 1970, maybe a tiny bit before then. So I mean, they had that to face, and you know, it shows you when he came over, you know, learning philosophy and everything at the university, where he started and having one or two jobs over here just to take him over with money and stuff, before he could sort of get his martial arts school going. So, but I mean, it goes through, and it's a really good story. I mean, I've seen obviously similar documentaries, and you've got Legend of Bruce Lee that came out not so long ago, you know. But this has always been sort of my favourite one, and you know, the fight scenes in it are pretty good as well. They're really well done, especially the ones where, because he has made his own martial arts school, the other sort of like masters that are over in America just don't like this at all. Not meant to be teaching the guaylo or whites or whatever, you know, or blacks or anyone really, their secrets of like martial arts and stuff. So he has to sort of like face this one of their top martial artists, and if he beats him, he can teach who he wants. If he doesn't, he's got to sort of pack up and go home. But obviously he beats him, carries on teaching, but he does sustain an injury from that, you know. I don't know, like when I've read in books and stuff, it hasn't said that he broke his back like as bad as it's portrayed in this. But you know, some good comes out of that while he's in sort of hospital. Him and Linda make up. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like a black book of you know, his own martial arts style, the Jeet Kune Do, sort of book based on that. You know, when he comes out, he carries on in that vein, you know, and carries on teaching and things like that. But I mean, it is excellently done. And there's a few really good. The other fight scene that stands out for me is, you know, after he's tried to sort of break America in the Green Hornet, it hasn't got as popular as he'd hoped, and his dad dies, so he goes back to his homeland. But while he's there, he gets sort of spotted by like a film producer who's seen like Green Hornet, and it's called like Kato show over there. It's more like really famous and stuff. He didn't know about it, and then he sort of put him into also the Golden Harvest films like Big Boss, Fist of Fury, and all that. But there's there was the one piece, he's on the set of the big boss, and the guy that he fought before so he could teach who he wanted, who gave him the injury, he said, well, that's his brother, but before then, I've just run through that, he's doing a demonstration on like a tournament of his Jeet Kune Do, and his claim is that it's so good, you know, can beat any martial artist in the room within sort of 60 seconds. So this guy who injured him before appears, you know, and he says, I've beaten him before, I'll beat him again, you know. So he comes in, kicks his ass just on 60 seconds, you know, so he, you know, becomes an even bigger sort of like hero from that, at that point in time. And later on in the set of the big boss, that guy's brother turns up and says, oh, I've read your book, you've dishonoured the family, you've hurt my brother, and, you know, he can't walk and talk right anymore, so I'm gonna kill you for it, you know. And it's a really good fight scene in that, and definitely sort of like worth a watch. But it's, you know, it's quite, you know, as you go through the film, it isn't just like fighting, it's all different aspects of, you know, what he had to go through and fight for, and his philosophy and things like that. You know, it's excellent movie, and if you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth it. Even if you're not a Bruce Lee fan, you know, it's a good standalone film as well, you know, if you ever see it on TV or anything like that. But I'd highly recommend it. But that's about it I can say about that, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.